Now guys, it's been a long time since you've seen this bike. Hi guys, and welcome back to Keep Smiling Adventures. Hope you had a good New Year, Christmas, whatever you were celebrating. Hope it was a good one. And today, well, we're gonna get back on the bomb track, on the bike, because well, motivation for riding bikes right now for me is very much lacking. So we are going to bike pack to nowhere. We're gonna bike pack to somewhere, obviously, but where that is, I don't know. We're not gonna follow a map. We're not gonna follow a route. We're just gonna ride this bike in any direction, find different trails, follow them and see what happens. I don't even know how long we're gonna stay out for. It might just be an overnighter. It might be 2 nights, it might be 3. Generally, it's just gonna be a ride to feel type of ride. Real back to basics, possibly an overnighter, maybe more, I don't know. It's currently like this beautiful sunny weather, but it is like getting to like -5 at night. It's around 5 in the day, 0 in the morning. You know, it's nice and frosty. It's absolutely beautiful. I love this time of the year. However, I have just got no motivation to ride bikes right now. So I'm kind of like forcing myself out on the bike to go somewhere I don't even know, because I think sometimes following a route can just kind of get a bit boring. So let's go into the unknown bikepacking adventure. It's been a while on the bomb track. Let's do it. Right, so we've done the first little 20 miles. Everyone says like when it's like really cold, it's really bad weather, but honestly, when it's this cold, when it gets below 0, it's actually my favorite type of weather, because everything just becomes so still and so calm. Like, just listen now. There's just nothing. You can't hear anything. The odd bird here and there, but it's just so quiet. No wind, nothing. So cycling's really good, and it's so easy. In my experience, it's actually way easier to stay warm while cycling than it is to cool down while cycling. So for me, I much prefer riding in the colder weather than I actually do it in the summer weather. I mean, granted, the trails are more fun in the summer because they get a bit wet and stuff in the winter, but when it's like this cold, everything's frosty, you get the crunch, it is just absolutely beautiful. Now, the bomb track has gone through quite a makeover over the new year. I've sort of showed off most of it, but it does actually have one more new part, minus the chain and cassette, brake pads and all that sort of fun stuff. It's obviously got the new tyres and new wheels, but I've also put an XT. I've also put an XT crank on there instead, so I've got rid of the SRAM GX Eagle one I had before. Now, there's nothing really wrong with the SRAM one. I just much prefer Shimano, and it's not even the cranks, it's the bottom bracket. I just find with SRAM bottom brackets, when they eventually wear out and go, like all cranks, or like all bottom brackets do, it just tends to fail miserably, and then you're stuck. With the Holotech ones, I've just found, like, even when they get to that point where they need replacing, they still just work. They grind, and they're obviously not as smooth anymore, but they don't just fail, and they don't just, like, the bearings and all the cranks are wobbly and stuff like that. And I hate the little preload adjuster thingy on the SRAM GX ones. So we have now got XT cranks on there. Now I'm going to put it to you: do I stick with the GX Eagle rear mech and shifter, or do I put an XT one on there also? Have considered putting the wireless GX Eagle on there. My only real issue is I'm not a huge fan of SRAM. Again, nothing really wrong with it. I just always find SRAM way harder to get dialed in properly. And then even when it is dialed in properly, like a few days later, it just seems to always be not quite perfect again. but whenever I've worked on Shimano, which to be fair has been quite a while, I just find it just works better. I feel like there's like less room for error on the SRAM versus the Shimano ones. But yeah, we've done 20 miles. I'm gonna have a quick bite to eat, and we're gonna crack on. What a view. Hello, cow. You coming with me then? As you can see, we're riding down streams, and yeah, we've had a ton of rain in England over the last couple of weeks, so it's either streams like this or it's frozen where it got so cold over the last few nights. Right, let's keep going down this stream. Alright, row your boat. Oh. Gently down the stream. Alright, so I've done 25 miles so far. I'm currently just riding along this road. I'm not actually 100% sure. I roughly know where I am, but I'm not actually 100% sure. I'm basically just going to ride along this road till I find the first bridleway on my right. Don't want to find the one on the left because that's roughly the direction I would come from. Footpath to my left. Not what I want. But on my right, with all the rain we've had, all the fields are nice and flooded. So hopefully we'll find something good. Now, it's not like following a route is necessarily bad, but I just think there's something about just going out on your bike, or just generally, not even on a bike, just anything, not knowing where you're going, and just finding hidden little gems, or horrible bridleways, or amazing bridleways, or nice views, whatever really. I just kind of like the surprise of the adventure, the unknown. So sometimes following a route, it's not as fun. Right, hopefully we'll find a bridleway to our right anytime soon. Happy days. Restricted byway that way, restricted byway that way. So now is the choice. I don't really know where I am. I mean, maybe, I don't know. Right, got two options, that way or that way. I think the best way to do this is, I don't have a coin, so we're gonna flip a glove. If it lands palm side down, we're gonna go left. If it lands palm side up, we go straight on that way. Probably land like that now. Ready? Go. Palm side, so we go that way. Wow, that little byway back there was actually a lot of fun. Good job, glove. Good call. Does look like we can go over there. It says restricted byway. I think I can't bother to pick up the bike to go that way. It looks like there might be a turn off that way. So we're gonna go that way. It's about 3 o'clock. Sunsets are about 5, I think, at the moment. So we're going to start looking for somewhere to camp. It's going to be cold, it's going to get down to about -5, so ideally a nice wooded section would be good, but in that direction where I think I'm going, doesn't look like it's going to be too much, so I don't know, we're going to see. Alright, still don't really have much motivation for cycling, but 30 miles done. Let's go and find somewhere to camp and find the next bridleway. Rightio, we found our next sort of trails that we're going to be following. Now this is actually, it's not a bridleway, it's a drove. Now I've actually been on this, like, I know where I am now, and I followed it pretty much to this point from that direction, which is where I just come from. And normally I turn off down there, but I've always kind of like felt like just following it this way, because it's a nice hard packed surface, it's a nice gravelly kite road. It's an old drove, so you get the odd motorbike here and there. Yes, so I'm going to follow this until the end of this trail. What is this trail actually called? This is the Cranbourne Drove Road. So I have pretty much done all of it from that way to here, but not. I don't think I've ever gone that way. So we're going to go and find out where it ends up. Cranbourne Drove Road. Let's go have some fun, and I really need to find somewhere to camp. It's going to be quite hard, I think, to find somewhere to camp tonight because of just how wet everything is. Oh well, it's been a while since we've done some wild camping, so it should be nice. Let's try and find somewhere pretty soon though, before it gets dark. I'm not even going to attempt to ride through this. I'm just going to try and ride it, hike around it. Back on the saddle. Alright guys, the sun has just set. It was like beautiful. The sun was huge. But yeah, it has gone down now, so temperature is starting to drop. So it's gonna, I think it's gonna get to -5 tonight. So definitely need to get into camp and make sure we are nice and warm. I think what I'm gonna do is there's this nice wooded section just behind me here. I think I'm just gonna jump in there and set up the tent. We've got the tent today. We have to jump a little fence though. We are currently, I don't know exactly where we are, but we're sort of following Ox Drove right now, and I think we're just going to continue following that tomorrow and see where we end up. I'm not really sure where it goes. I've definitely ridden quite a bit of the Ox Drove, but I don't know where it goes. Right, let's go and set up the tent. Right, I found the spot. Nice little spot here. Fallen tree there. All the other trees are looking pretty secure, so we should be safe. There's no wind. It's a good little spot because the Bridleway Drove Road bit is just up there, so I'm going to be right out of sight and out of any breeze in the night, and it should be a bit warmer in here than it is out there. Right, let's set this up. Right guys, you can't see me, but the sky is absolutely beautiful over there. Set up camp just down there, and gonna get in and get warmed up. Oh, tell you what, it is going to get cold tonight. It's going to get to like -5, so I think we're going to double up on the socks. We've got some of these nice wool ones, and then these massive giant thermal ones to go over the top of them. So I think the plan is just to keep following the ox drove basically until it ends. I don't know how far it goes to, but we'll just try and follow it the whole way, because that's quite a nice sort of easy thing to follow, and then sort of head back towards the coast at some point. I don't know when. Right, as always, I'll see you bright and early in the morning. Today has actually been quite fun, although my motivation is still lacking. Right, see you in the morning.
Wow, good morning guys, good morning. And this morning is absolutely beautiful. The sun is rising, the sky is clear, but it is quite fresh out here. It's currently -1. It didn't get quite as cold as the weather said at first. It probably only got down to about -1, I think, at most, maybe -2. So it wasn't too bad. Just super calm, super quiet, beautiful clear skies. The stars were twinkling away. That was just, yeah, it was just quite a nice night, nice and comfortable, nice and quiet. But it's time to get up. It's currently about 7:30. The sun is just sort of rising, and we are on like this like ridgeway kind of part, so the views either way are pretty nice. So let's get up, pack this up, let's go have a look at the sunrise. My left shoe is frozen solid and it really hurts. My toes can't move. Oh god, fun times. Time to roll. Sun is rising over there. Wow, what a morning. Absolutely beautiful. It's so clear. A little bit of a headwind because we're going in that direction, which is pretty cold. The trails are very nice and icy. That is the most satisfying sound to the human ears. Right, it's a bit windy, it's a bit breezy up here this morning. So let's head on, try not to crash on all this ice. Let's go.
star guys this morning is just absolutely stunning. I know exactly where I am now, Wind Green. Come here on nearly every single bikepacking trip when you're out in Wiltshire and Dorset and yeah, Wiltshire. I think this is Wiltshire. It might be really cold, but how people wear down jackets to ride in, I have no idea. It's way too hot. I'm gonna switch this jacket for the waterproof. Right, that's better. Back to normal. Let's get to the top of here, and then there's like the best view ever. And then I think we're gonna go and hit Outdoors road section, although I might take the off-road section around it because I think it's gonna be pretty icy. But such a beautiful morning. Right guys, so I have no idea where I'm going. You got Shaftesbury in that direction, Blandford in that direction. I'm going up this hill. I think the plan is today is when I get to the top of this hill, have a bit of breakfast, and then we're going to head back towards Blandford, back towards Bournemouth. And I think finish off as like, you have this trip as like a little overnight trip, and we'll finish off at the sea. I'd quite like to see the sea today. Maybe if I'm feeling brave enough, I might even have a quick swim. It'll be a really quick swim. Try and get to the top of here, find somewhere to sit down and have something to eat, and then wing it all the way back to Blandford and hopefully find our way. But oh my god, it's absolutely beautiful. It is really beautiful. Alright, up the hill we go. Don't get much better than that. Oh, it looks like we're going up there and around somewhere. Blandford's sort of in that direction, so as long as I'm going up there and sort of down that way, I should be all good. I'm going to stop, have a quick bite to eat. This morning breakfast, we have some sweet chili nut things, and yeah, that should be good. I reckon if we get to Bournemouth around 2-3 o'clock, be a good time for a swim. It might have warmed up a little bit, and we might brave the sea, but we'll see. Get it? So it turns out we're not going around there, but we are going down there. That's actually where the bridleway goes. Right, let's send it on our brakes. Oops, don't think I was meant to come through there. I was meant to come from up there. I'm at place Melbury Hill, wherever the hell that is. I don't think I've ever been here, or I don't recognise it. Alright, we get to continue to descend into the sunshine now. Alright guys, just come through Blandford, so I pretty much know where we're going now. We're going to follow the old trail way back and straight through to Bournemouth pretty much, and then we're going to head down to the sea and see if I'm brave enough to dunk myself. It's currently about 3 degrees I think, so it's above freezing, but the water is going to be cold. But be a good way to get some endorphins in the system. Right, let's go to Bournemouth. Well guys, we've made it to Bournemouth. There's just one thing left to do, and I can already feel it on my feet. Just to get in this beauty. It's going to be a cold one. And the tide's going out, so we're going to have to walk miles just to get it to any depth. So beautiful though, the sun's starting to set. Wow, so nice. It's going to be a quick in and out, I reckon. It's not going to be a long swim. Oh God. It's not particularly clear either today. Look at that. Here we go. Oh God. Once you get your shoulders in, it's alright, isn't it? Oh. That is one way to get back on the bike. Oh God. Feels good though. Feels good. Right. If you enjoyed this video, it's a very random bikepacking adventure, not particularly going anywhere, but yeah, I'm gonna go get dressed. It's cold, I'm no longer a man, or I no longer have them parts, but until next time, keep smiling, enjoy the adventure.